E-commerce Stories is a podcast where you'll meet owners of thriving Shopify Plus and Shopify stores, app developers, and industry experts. Inspirational case studies, success stories, e-commerce challenges, and specialist knowledge. Let's get started.
Hi. In this series, which we can call Quick Shots, in about 15 minutes, I will be discussing topics around Shopify that appear most often in my work and often evoke the most emotions. In today's episode, I will let you about the biggest advantages of Shopify Plus and convince my customers to create or migrate to an online store on this platform. I would like to add that the order does not matter here. So let's get started.
You are listening to the E-commerce Stories podcast.
10 in 1. You pay once, but you actually get 10 stores. This is something to keep in mind when you decide to go to the Shopify Plus. In practice, this can be used in 3 ways. First, you are building the main store. For example, in the English version, then you make a copy of this store and deploy it to several additional foreign markets, adjusting them into the terms of language version, settings, and customers' data purchasing habits. Second, you have the option of creating 10 completely different stores, so you can confidently verify sales in the context of various industries. Third, one of the additional versions can be treated as a test field where you will be introduce modification, test them, and only after verification, transfer them to the main store. Another point is the migration of the order. If you want to migrate your store to the Shopify and you want to transfer your order history as well, Shopify Plus will be the answer of your needs. The transporter application available only in the version of the Shopify Plus is also helpful here. Transporter allows you to optimize the migration process to Shopify Plus. Thanks to use of transporters, it is possible to migrate the customer's base product as well as the list of the orders. Shopify recommends migrating in a specific order: product priority, then customer base, and order. Let's move on. Security. If you care about data security and the highest market standards, it's worth remembering that Shopify pays special attention to this. In the e-commerce industries, many companies only use HTTPS for checkout. Shopify uses it by default for storefront and admin pages as well. Shopify Plus also has an SSL Extended Validation Certificate, which maintains that highest standard of industry. Shopify Plus store owners can also customize additional store security features, including enable multi-factor authentication, indicate the personal data in interpretation from customers, implement access level for your employees. It's worth noting that Shopify Plus tests daily data recovery from backup to in case of a possible failure. Another point, building dependency. Shopify scripts is nothing more than code snippets that allow you to create custom solutions that build additional dependencies at the stage of the cart, delivery, or payment sections. It is the best illustrate that with an example. So, the problem. Due to the discount campaign, the store owner wants product from one collection to be sent to the customers for free. At the same time, he wants to be sure that if there are other items in the basket, free shipping will be deactivated. So the solution. Use the second types of the Shopify scripts, which is based on shipping scripts rules. Thanks to it, we can create a relationship at the stage of the product and its delivery cost. We can choose predefined product groups or individual items that will be subject to promotional delivery rules or will be shipped for free. In this case, the scripts can be automated so that when products that are not in the privileged groups appear in the basket, the information about free shipping is removed and a standard value appears in the place. Next point, automatization. Shopify Flow allows you to automate the processes taking place in the store. The solution allows you to create dependencies between the action taken by customers on the store's website, but above all, it significantly facilitates the work of people handing over. Shopify Flow is a set of owner-defined rules whose main goal is broadly understood improvement on informational flow. Examples of using Flow in Shopify Plus stores from the point of view of people managing panels and administration. Sending a notification when a given product reaches 0 in the stock, or a limit defined by us, for example, 5. Creating a list of customers who return products with a value specified by store owner, or automatic sending of discounts code, gift cards for customers who spend a defined amount while shipping on the store or who place an order again. The benefit of using Shopify Flow are, on the one hand, the saving of time that would have to be spent on performing non-automated activities, marketing and sales campaigns. Launchpad is an application that gives you the ability to create, schedule, and coordinate promotional campaign in the Shopify Plus stores. It is worth describing the Launchpad based on the example that describes what actually we can plan thanks to it. In connection with, for example, Black Friday, a weekly marketing and promotional campaign is planned. The store owner selects a group of products that will be discounted. The whole action is work in such a way that at the beginning of the process, the prices are lower, and as the days go by, the value of the products increase. This is the motivation customers to make a faster decision to buy. Additionally, the action is linked to Shopify scripts, which will allow you to trigger specific action at the ordering stage. We can also implement delivery scripts. Thanks to them, we will change the issue related to the logistic of the order during the promotional campaign. Launchpad also allows you to publish product on a specific day. It will be great for the campaign soon campaign, where we trigger the customers waiting for the product, which is then made public in the predefined sales channels as the line chosen by us. Next point, checkout. Shopify Plus offers the option of extended checkouts editing. Access to the section is not available in the basic Shopify plan due to data security, which is extremely important to the platform's developers. Access to the Checkout Liquid edition allows you to implement the previous discussed functionality, for example, Shopify scripts. Last but not least, employee accounts. Shopify Plus allows you to create accounts in the admin panel without any restriction. Basic plans have limitation in this regard. In Basic, you indicate access right to 2 users, in Shopify 5 and in the Shopify Advanced 15. The main administrator, shop owner, can give each of the co-workers specific rights: general, marketing, online store. Those were the main advantages of the Shopify Plus that I selected. Of course, in the context of the platform itself, we can mention additionally application available in the Shopify App Store only for the Shopify Plus, access to delivery calculator, or the possibility of implementing Avalara attacks. But the point I have mentioned, in my opinion, show that Shopify Plus can be a great platform for e-commerce and e-businesses development. Cross-border. Shopify Plus is a solution for customers who want to expand their store on several foreign markets. Shopify Plus allows you to migrate to new version that can be adapted to a specific needs. Shopify Plus supports several languages, among others Chinese, Czech, Dutch, English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Polish, or Spanish. For the rest of the languages that are deployed to the store, Shopify allows you to manually edit and add translation phrase. Naturally, an alternative is also the implementation of one of the dozens of available applications in free or paid plans, which will allow the store to be automatically translated. Thanks for listening to today's episodes, and hear you soon.
You listen to the E-commerce Stories podcast hosted by Zofia Komada. Are you hungry for substantive knowledge about e-commerce? Stay with us for longer. Hear you soon.